Hello guys, today I'm going to discuss about the Azure Bastion, and in this tutorial I will deploy the Bastion in a subnet which is over here, and then I will use this subnet to reach to the virtual machine over the browser. So before going to the Azure portal, I briefly want to describe about the topology. So for that, we have a local system over here which is my laptop, and then from this we will go to the Azure portal over the TLS, like time layer security, on the layer 7, and by this we will deploy and then create our Bastion subnet, and then from that we will turn on the Bastion instead of doing RDP over the internet directly to this VM which is private, which is public VM. Or if you want to deploy private VM, then you need to use this channel to go to the VM. So in this case you will just go through the layer 7 with the high security implementation, and this is my subnet which I will use under this lab, and this is the VNet. So we don't want to go over the internet, we want to go securely over the internet, but with the security level of the TLS layer. So it's like a kind of jump box. So today I will just go and show you about this. So let's go to Azure portal. So in this I have a resource group called RG Canada, and I already have a VNet under this subnet, under this resource group, and a VM. So firstly we have to create a subnet under this VNet. So we will create a separate subnet for Azure Bastion. Click on the subnets, and then we have to create a new subnet for this Azure Bastion. So we already have a one default subnet, but we want to create a specific subnet, so we will just click on the subnet and it will show us this. So here we will put a specific name called Azure Bastion subnet, because other than that it will not accept, and here we will just give the range, and we don't need to use like so many things over here, or if you want to use you can use, but depending on your requirement. I just want to go with the default things and less things, so we don't need to do much stuff for our resources, so it will not take so much long time and quickly deploy Azure Bastion subnet. Then we can simply write Bastion and find out the Bastion. So we want to create the Bastion here under this newly subnet. Click on the create button. Here we need to create a resource group, or we can choose a resource group. I already have a resource group, so I will choose the resource group under the resource groups, and then we will give the name, any name. You can say Bastion test, and the region is like Canada Central. I will choose for my lab, and you can change the tier to basic and standard, so there are some differences according to your requirement. So here I will choose the standard. Then VNet, I already have a VNet, so I will choose that VNet, and then the subnet will automatically come for specific Bastion, not the default one, because I already have a default, but it must be go to the Azure Bastion subnet with this specific name. And then we just need to click next and check the basic things. Here you want to use any thing, so you can check those boxes. If not, then go next and then simply create the Bastion. So we will just create the Bastion and wait for its creation. So the resource has been created. Let's go to resource and see the Bastion. So here is the Bastion resource, so we can go to the sessions. We can go to the configuration and properties one by one to see what are the parameters we can find it inside. So first go to the sessions, and then we will go to the configurations. So let's see. So under the session there is nothing because no session has been started. Configurations, we can find it out like tier or some things. We can change to basic as well, and we can change the parameters, uncheck the boxes or check the boxes. Also the instance count we can change, and properties we can find out the version like standard or basic, something like those parameters, subscriptions, and also have a matrix which I mentioned in my previously videos. The powerful tools, you can find it out about the Bastion CPU, everything over here. So now we will use the Bastion and go back to the resource group to see the Bastion. So now the Bastion has been there, so we can use this VM to go through the Bastion. So we just go to the VM, click on the VM, and the same way which you want to download the RDP file, you need to download the Bastion. I mean, you need to click on the Bastion, and then you can go further. Like this is the Bastion. Go to the Bastion, click on it, and see it shows like open in a browser. So the connection will go over the browser, and how you want to go SSH or RDP, you can choose the port as well. If you have like NAT enable or something, you can change the port. And here you need to give the username. So my username is this, and the password I will put over here. So I will log in and just click the connect, and it's like ad blocking, so you have to do the allow it because it wants to open. So it's opening the Bastion because we allowed it. So in the next tab, automatically trying to connect that Bastion VM, and you can click allow to copy something to this. So I already have a YouTube open and running in my virtual machine. So you can see this is virtual machine I'm using on the tab over here, and you can also find out its IP address if you want to, or if you want something else to do, you can do. So simply it's like you are using your browser and successfully securely connected with this virtual machine. So I will open command prompt over here, and then find the IP config, so we can find it out. So we are like connecting with this gateway, and this is the private IP address. So basically we are using like secure way to reach to this virtual machine. So it's kind of jump box, so we don't need to use like too many virtual machines like a public VM then go through the public to private. So we like directly go to through the Bastion. So this is how we can create a Bastion and use the Bastion subnet to reach our virtual machines by secure way. So hope you guys like and like this video, and I will come with another video and other tutorial. So till then, have a good time. Bye bye.